Assalamualaikum everyone. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about experiment number 7 of anatomy, and this practical is about histology of trachea. So now we are going to discuss what is trachea, what are the layers of trachea. Now without the delay, before we are going to start the lecture, I request to you to please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and also press the bell icon to get the notification of all the videos which I have uploaded to you. Okay, so I have given the practicals of for the MBBS students of all the anatomy practicals, as well as I have also uploaded the practicals for the Form D first year students. So you can visit my channel, see the videos which I have uploaded, and can get the content which is useful for you. Okay, so now let's start the lecture. So what is trachea? Now we see the some detail of trachea. So trachea is also called as windpipe because you know very well it is a passage air of air. Okay, and it is a tough and flexible tubular passage for the air, and this is very flexible type tube, and it also tough because it has C-shaped rings in it, so it has some toughy appearance also present in it. And you have to write up the dimension of trachea. The word dimensions mean about the diameter, the length, the width. These things are considered under the dimensions. So first you define what is the diameter, and diameter of this trachea is 2.5 centimeter, could be 1 inch, and the length of this trachea is about 11 centimeters. So you have to write up the heading of dimensions, and in the heading of dimension you have to add up both of these dimensions. Now the trachea begins anterior to the vertebra in ligamentous attachment to the carotid cartilage. So it has a carotid cartilage and which is attached to it. Okay, it is located in the interior of esophagus. Okay, in the interior part. Okay, so actually it is if we use the word front instead of interior, you will understand it better. Okay, so behind it esophagus is present, and above the esophagus, or on the front of esophagus, this trachea is located, and it extended from larynx to the vertebra, which is bronchioles to the right and left, and primary bronchi. Okay, so now the larynx ended, and at the end of larynx this trachea started, and then this trachea going upon, and then it further end up to the bronchi. Now bronchi further divided into left and right bronchi, and then they enter the lungs. Okay, so now we discuss the histology of trachea, that what are the layers which are present in it. So the layers of trachea are mucosa, submucosa, halocline cartilage, and adventitia. Okay, so now we discuss all of these layers one by one. First of all is mucosa. So the mucosa layer of trachea is consists of epithelial layer of a stratified ciliated columnar epithelium. Now, what is columnar epithelium? Columnar epithelium are like that. Sorry for that. This like is the shape of columnar epithelium. Okay, they have a more length and short width. Okay, and have a tube like structure. Okay, now they have called ciliated, means it has cilia on its top, and they call that pseudo stratified. If the word pseudo stratified means they have unequal size of cells, mean someone can be bigger in size, someone can be smaller in size. So this could be happen, but all of them have one layer, only one layer is present. Okay, not double or triple layer as in the case of submucosa, squamous epithelium. Okay, so above this lecture, we have discussed the types of epithelia. And if you have watched this video, then you will easily understand the concept of it. And if you don't watch this video, then you will go and discover this video. and then you come back and you will easily understand what is pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium. Now, the underlying layer of lamina propria, under below this stratified columnar epithelium, there is another layer of this trachea. This is called as lamina propria. So, in this layer, some kind of elastic and reticular fibers are present. Okay, so the fibrous structure is like this. Okay, this is तरह के fibers जो होते हैं, some fibers are regularly arranged and some are irregular arrangement. ठीक है. So the elastic fibers and reticular fibers are due to the spot and the protection of this layer. Okay, so now it also provides the protection against the duct and inner membrane of the nasal cavity. Mucosa provide mucus and that stop the dust or microorganism to travel into the lungs. So after this layer, they are providing you the function of this mucosa layer. They are saying that this mucosa layer is going to release mucus. Okay, from this side the mucus is released. So this is the tube like structure I have. Yeah, this is the trachea pipe, and I have explained how these layers are present in it. Okay, so it is going to release mucus, and this mucus is used to stop dust and fight against the various microorganisms which could enter your lungs and cause serious infection. So therefore it is very important to secrete the mucus in it. So it also contains some globular cells, and you know very well globular cells are responsible for the release of mucosa. Now there is halocline cartilage. You know very well that the trachea has C-shaped cartilage in it. So the cartilage which present in the trachea is the halocline cartilage. So halocline cartilage is present in the trachea to provide the flexibility and the strength. Okay. So the horizontal wings of the halocline cartilage remember the C letter, and they resemble together or one over other. About 16 to 20 C-shaped cartilage are present in this trachea tube. Open part of C-shape is toward the esophagus. So now I make a diagram for you and explain what this paragraph is saying, because a lot of important concept is hidden in this paragraph. Okay. So I am drawing here a tube-like structure. So this is the trachea, okay, small trachea, and it has this like C shapes rings. Okay, you just see here about 12 to 16 such C through C type rings are present. Now in the front of this trachea, the esophagus tube is present. Now I am drawing esophagus. You know very well esophagus is the part of digestive system. So now from here food is going to enter. So so now the question is that why it is C-shaped ring? Why it is not a full ring, full circular ring? Why it is not? Why it is C-shaped? Actually, the reason for it, for example, if we eat a big food droplet, okay, now this big food when moved to it, if the ring is totally completed, then what will happen? This food will going to block your esophagus, as well as it can cause the breakage of this cartilage. Okay, so this can cause the serious injury. So therefore it is half searing, so that if you eat a big surface area food droplet, then what will going to happen? This membrane of esophagus going to bend here. It has capacity or elasticity to move there, so that the big drop of food could easily pass through. Okay, so this was the concept of it. Now the other layer is the submucosa. Submucosa is the thick connective tissue layer, and it is surrounded by the mucosal layer. After the mucosal layer, the second layer is submucosa. Okay, and it also contains mucosal gland, and that interact with the mucosal layer through the membrane, and also contains secretory drugs for the secretions. So the mucus gland of some mucosa is called as serioso mucus gland. So it is also releasing your mucus, and this submucosal layer also contains some kind of elastic fibers or fat cells in it. This layer also contains blood vessels essential for the transport of nutrients and oxygen into your body. Now the last layer is the adventure, and it is the outermost layer. Okay, we are moving from inward to outward movement layer. So it is the outermost layer of the trachea. Layer consists of connective tissues composed of loose areolar cells that bend with the surrounding anatomical structure and allow the movement of trachea along its length. Okay, so I have explained this thing to you that esophagus can bend here. So due to the presence of a areolar tissue, they give the flexibility and the elasticity to the trachea to bend down, and it also hold the trachea in the position within the mediastinum area between the lungs. So mediastinum is the area which is between the two lungs. Okay, so these are the four layers of the trachea. Now I show a different pics to you so that you can easily understand this concept. So this is the diagram of your trachea. You can see here above it this the larynx is present, and the larynx has no C-shaped cartilage here. You can see there from this part to this part the larynx is present. Now after the larynx, the part of trachea starts and the trachea continue to theirs. So first part is the cervical part trachea and the trachea. So the part of trachea which is present in the cervix, it is called as cervical, and the part of trachea which is present in thoracic region, it is called as thoracic trachea. So here they are showing the cartilage, carotid cartilage to you, and below this cartilage your trachea is going to start, and the beginning of trachea is from the level C6. So C6 is going to start your trachea. These are the headache line. The white colored is showing your cartilage, while the reddish color, this I hope so. This is appearing you to some light orange color to you in this video, but in actually this is the red color. So this red color representing your blood. Okay, and there are also fibroelastic tissues which is present in this layer in the blood. So they are also present in it. Okay, so this the layer, this green portion and this blue portion, this is the stratum sternum. Okay, and this is umbilical of trachea level 15. Okay, they are showing that this is the 15 ring, and now this trachea is going to divide into the primary bronchi, left and right bronchi, and then this left and right bronchi enter into your lungs and then further divide itself. Okay, so I hope that you could understand the concept of trachea. So now I am going to show you the pic of layers of the trachea. So this is the trachea under the microscope. So now you can see the outermost layer. This outermost layer is the adventitia. Okay. Now it has some fat cells in it which is called as adipose tissue. Then after it, this is the helicoline cartilage. This whole is the helicoline cartilage. Okay. After helicoline cartilage, you have submucosal layer, this layer, and after this you have mucosal folds, and from these folds the mucus is going to release. Then you also have nerves in this part, and tracheal muscles are also present here. Now in that part you can see in the outermost layer we also have some blood vessels in it. This is the peristondrium. Sebaceous tracheal glands are present in the submucosal layer. Secretory ducts are also present in submucosal layer. Pseudostratified columnar is also showing to you, and if I am zoom on it, then you can clearly see it. So this in the last of this layer where it is representing that the pseudostratified columnar epithelium is present. You can see at the last of it, if I highlight it. So now I have highlighted this part, and you can clearly see the pseudostratified epithelium layer of it. Okay. Now below this pseudostratified layer there is the lamina propria which is showing to in this part, and elastic cell membrane is also going to present in that part in lamina propria. Okay. So this was the tissue classification of your trachea. Now I am going to show you another picture. So now in this picture you can clearly observe the trachea. So this is the innermost layer of the cuboidal cell. If I am zoom on it, So here you can clearly see how the cuboidal cells with the cilia present on them are present on the inner wall. Okay. Now it also contains pseudocertified epithelium. Lamina propria is here, okay, and elastic tissues are present here. Submucosal layer is this layer. It has a lot of ducts of various glands. Mucous glands are also present. This is after this ducty layer. This layer, as you can see, this C-shaped layer. So this is the cartilage, okay, and after this cartilage, you have advential layer, okay. Sebaceous gland are also present in submucosa, and this is perichondrium, okay. This is also present here, and sebaceous mucus gland are also present. Chondrocyte, which are the cells of your cartilage, are also present in your cartilage. Okay, so this was also the structure of trachea. I hope that you will understand this video. If you have some confusion, then you will comment me in the comment section. I will answer to you. So take care of yourselves. Meet in the next lecture. So Allah Hafiz.